Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
The world's mightiest ships are magnets for some forms of sea life. A clinging barnacle might be no bigger than a coin in your pocket, but these tiny creatures are public enemy #1 for seafaring folk. Because 1 billion blistering barnacles would destroy a ship's hydrodynamic shape, massively reducing speed and increasing fuel consumption. But spring cleaning the hull of these ships is a huge and complicated job. So much so, they only do it once every 5 years. So, how do they do it? (7:55 a.m. Dry Docks World, Dubai, the hub of the global oil industry. This is one of a handful of facilities large enough to cope with the world's biggest, heaviest supertankers. Dubai's bicycling dock workers are about to face one of their greatest challenges. Euronav's very large crude carrier, Antarctica. There's a reason she's named after a continent. This beast is the length of 3 football pitches, the height of a 25-story building. This vessel weighs in at over 300,000 tons, more than 6 times the size of the Titanic. And it's a pig to park. The job of getting this behemoth in the right place at the right time falls to veteran pilot Captain Ravi Penumati.
Tug will go forward, tell the vessel all the way to port. Line up with the dock.
He has to guide the big ship through a narrow deep water channel 385 meters wide. Without Ravi's knowledge of these shallow, treacherous waters, there's a very real chance Antarctica could collide with Arabia. At the world's biggest dry docks, time isn't just money, it's lots and lots of money. Every day these massive ships aren't working costs tens of thousands of dollars. So while one crew of workers finishes one ship, another crew is preparing the dock for Antarctica's arrival. This ship is the Maersk Kotka. She's receiving the finishing touches of a high-tech paint job. Costing nearly $1 million, this silicon coating makes the ship's hull too slippery for any suckers to cling to. At the same time, another crew is at work preparing the dock for the next visitor, the giant Antarctica. Getting the ship into dock safely and supporting it without causing damage to the hull is a massive challenge. As the water is drained from the dock, the supertanker will sink. To support her, the dock crew is laying down a bed of concrete blocks, hundreds of them, each lined with high-density rubber and weighing 9 tons. There are already 279 blocks in position, supporting the Kotka. Antarctica is so much bigger, another 142 will have to be added to support her weight. Precision is vital. The blocks must be laid out in an exact pattern at 6-meter intervals corresponding to load-bearing supports inside the ship. A few blocks in the wrong place could rip a hole in the hull and cause the ship to fall over. And at over 315,000 tons, it would be tough to pick her up again. 9:15 a.m. The blocks are in place, but the clock is ticking. Every delay costs tens of thousands of dollars, so every detail of the operation is plotted out carefully.
And the passing of the trolleys first, we will pass the south side first.
Harbour Master Captain Joseph Anthony is the man who must ensure everyone sticks to the plan.
The clearance on either side will be 3 meters.
As soon as Captain Joseph gives the all clear, the dock is flooded and the previous occupant is towed out to make way for the mighty Antarctica. As if steering a 315,000-ton ship down a narrow channel isn't tough enough, to enter dry dock, you have to do it backwards. That means a full 180-degree turn in a tight spot. And there are no fenders on this thing.
Yeah, thank you. You'll have to take the lead a little bit to port side of the center after.
Supertankers don't turn on a dime, so Antarctica's going to need some heavyweight help. These tugs have an impressive power-to-weight ratio. Their 4,000 horsepower diesel engines give them the grunt they need to push around the world's biggest ships.
Primera, come a little bit to south, steady the bow.
Even so, it takes 6 of these pint-sized powerhouses to get Antarctica into position.
Shadid, push full.
The turn is tough and time-consuming, but it's worth the effort. Going in stern first puts all the ship's vital parts in easy reach of the heavy equipment at the back of the dock.
Shadid, all stopped.
A perfect 3-point turn without so much as a look in the rear-view mirror.
Babar, how's the lineup?
So far, so good. Antarctica is facing the right way. But now comes the really tricky bit, getting her into the dry dock itself.
It is very, very tight fit because 60 meters beam and 66 meters is the width of the dock. So we have got only 3 meter clearance on either side of the ship.
Marwan, ready for push?
With only 3 meters to spare on either side, the tiniest error would be disastrous. A single slip could cost millions of dollars.
Yeah, we are keeping it close to the south side.
As the mechanized mules heave away, the weight is agonizing for the team. After more than an hour of delicate maneuvering, the Antarctica completely fills the massive dock. 12:15 p.m. With the ship finally in position, it's time for the dry dock to start living up to its name. A 2.5 meter thick gate is mechanically raised from the dock's floor, cutting it off from the sea. If any of the supporting blocks are in the wrong position, it's too late to do anything about it now. The lock gates are designed to use the colossal force of the seawater pressing in from outside to seal them shut. As soon as the gate is in place, gigantic pumps force water out into the sea at a rate of almost 25,000 litres per second. The dock contains nearly 300,000 cubic metres of water, equivalent to 120 Olympic swimming pools. Even at this rate, it takes over 3 hours to empty. Once the ship is resting on the array of concrete blocks, work can begin on the VLCC Antarctica. High-pressure hoses pummel the 41,000 square meters of hull with fresh water. The blast scours every trace of marine life from the hull, restoring its sleek lines. After the clean, the mighty ship will get her paint job. According to the manufacturer, the high-tech coating will keep a ship's hull too slippery for suckers for another 10 years.